you think you know electric cars, and maybe you're thinking, electric cars, they're quiet, maybe sort of golf cart-like. Well, we know that that's not true. There are some amazing electric cars out there, but this is the newest must-have. This is the Mustang Mach-E Rally Edition. So what is Rally Edition? Well, that means it is designed to rally, as in off-road rally, as in trail riding, Baja riding. Those kinds of things are the adventures that Mustang Mach-E owners wanted, and actually the engineers wanted as well. The Rally Edition is actually built on the Mustang Mach-E GT, which means it has all the GT stuff, so the 480 horsepower, the dual motor, and all the badassery, but then it adds things like it adds the rear spoiler, there's underbody protection, and there is rally mode. For all that and everything that is the Rally Edition, the price is about $5,000 more. This one comes in at just like $5 under $60,000 for the Mustang Rally Edition. The Rally Edition is notable for not only the graphics package, but the unique front end, and it has these fog lights. So if you're driving off-road, you have extra lighting. It also is notable for these white wheel covers. They look really good, especially complementing the Mach-E Rally logo that's outlined in white there. You'll see the spoiler on the rear, which actually looks really nice. It integrates really well with the overall shape and style of the body, and it doesn't look out of place or like an add-on. I mean, it's not. You can actually see that this is a single piece here. So it's not a spoiler that's just added, maybe as if it's aftermarket, but it really feels like it's part of the car. And then on the back, you'll see more action graphics that note that this is the Rally Edition. I really like these stripes because they do feel very Mustang-like. It doesn't feel, again, like an add-on. It feels very natural and expected to the Mustang brand. Inside the Mustang Mach-E, it's all Mustang Mach-E. There are some rally features in here, but there's also just some good things to know if it's been a while since you've looked at the Mach-E. These sports seats are beautiful. They're built by Ford Performance. They have a hard plastic shell on the back. They're these beautiful suede inserts, leatherette on the outside, designed for performance and to feel good. Another thing I'll show you, and I love the center console, has this floating armrest that lifts up. There's a little retractable top here. We have a very simple center console here. This is our drive selector, and then we have our parking brake, park assist, and emergency flashers there. Cup holders, and then there's a spot for phones. Ford has a really nice approach to this center console too. So first of all, there's this nice big bin here, and it has a rubber tray liner that comes out if you need to clean it. And then down below, there is another bin, and it also has a rubber tray if you need to take it out for cleaning. You could put a small handbag or something under there, and it has a nice big lip here, so anything that's in there should not roll out and underneath your feet, which would be really not only inconvenient, but a little dangerous. Everything is really pretty much where you expect it. The light controls are over here. So this is where you can put it on auto, or if you need the light, you can do that. And if you want those fog lights on, you can turn those on too. Over here on the steering wheel, we have our Blue Cruise drive assist system. That's what this is. And then over here are our entertainment settings. There's a tiny little driver display here. This is designed to keep your view out here and not have it obstructed by the steering wheel and by this display. And when you sit behind a display like this, you realize how distracting that a large display really can be. This keeps your eyes on the road and your hands right in front of you. Where your hands go is where the car goes, and that's really what you want. You want ultimate control right here, and that's what this design gives you. The interior surrounds you with really beautiful materials. There's a lot of micro suede, and then we have these really beautiful textured metals here. There's some really nice fabric here, and air vents that run all the way across the length of the dashboard. All of it adds up to a really sophisticated and modern feeling car that you're going to be surprised that you're going to want to take it on a dirty off-road route, but you're going to want to because it is that much fun. Everything you really need is right here. And the first thing I want to show you are the drive modes. So when you tap that car, the first thing that you get, because this is a Mustang Mach-E, the first thing you get is the drive mode selector. So you can put it in whisper, which is the most efficient. And this is how you want to drive during the day in your neighborhood, maybe taking your kids to school. You can invoke one pedal drive. You can turn on the propulsion sound or not. And you can turn on auto hold, which I really like. And that holds the car in place after you've come to a stop. Then you can choose engage, and this is going to be more like a sport mode or a more engaged mode. Again, you can have one pedal drive, the propulsion sound, and auto hold, or you can put it in unbridle. And this is where the Mach-E Rally Edition is really fun. So I have on one pedal driving, I have on propulsion sound. You can turn on Rally Sport. So this is essentially your off-road mode. This is where that suspension, the MagneRide suspension, and the traction, four-wheel drive traction is going to be invoked. And then also I can turn on or off auto hold. You may not want one pedal driving when you're on the off-road course. I'm going to drive it that way today because I think that's how it should be. But if you really want the experience of being able to control your braking and your accelerating, you can turn off the one pedal drive, and then it's up to you. Or you can turn it on one pedal drive and just do all the work with the accelerator. That's how I prefer to do it. Tap the car icon, and the first thing that comes up is controls, and this is your performance. These are your drive modes. There's not a drive mode selector or a dial. Everything is right here on this touch screen. There's a few other things I'll point out to you here. So first of all, here are your apps. So if you need navigation, if you need radio, so Apple CarPlay, we're not connected now, but I could. And then here are entertainment modes. So these are the things that are actually built in. And there's even things like you can play a game on here. Ford has added some game features, and you can record feedback. So I can tap this, and I have up to 60 seconds to ask a question of a Ford engineer or tell them something about the car. Hey, this thing isn't working, or I find this uncomfortable, or I need to know more about something. You can actually do that right there by recording that feedback. It's pretty cool. Underneath that Mustang icon, you'll also get all these other features. So there's our driver assistant, which is Ford's Copilot 360. And there's even, you can even customize some of this. Almost everything is on here, which is where it should be. And then you can set levels for things. Here are our vehicle settings as well. So you can set up my key. You can change your easy entry, which is what slides the seats back or not when you get into the car. You can even set up your door keypad code and things like that. Here are general settings, which you can turn off that beep, and I'm going to do that because I think that's super annoying. Connectivity, so if we want to manage our Wi-Fi and that kind of thing. The Ford Assistant. Ooh, listen for wake word. Okay, Ford. Very cool. So now you know under Ford Assistant, you can also set your wake word, the one you want there. It has to have Ford in it, apparently. So hello, Ford, hello, okay, Ford Sync, Ford Pass, or okay, Ford. I'm just going to leave it there, which I really love that detail. That's one of my very favorite features, is right there. And now it's on. Let's see. Okay. And you can turn on advanced mode. And just like, almost anything on a website or an app, you can tap the little eye and get a little more information there. You can also activate your own Amazon Alexa, and you can put this in valet mode, which means that when you create a passcode, then the valet will not be able to drive really fast, and you'll be able to track the car while in valet mode, which is a really great feature. The rear seat is not only spacious because, this is an EV, and it has a flat floor, and it has vents here for rear seat passengers and 2 USB ports. Notice there's a USB-C and a standard USB, which is the same configuration we have in the front seat right there. So there's 4 total, 2 of each. And then it has these really beautiful performance seats. And notice these headrests and how unique and interesting they are. These are designed, even this part of the bolster is designed to hold you firmly in your seat no matter what the driver is doing. And then we have these really beautiful suede seats. So these seats will fold flat. There's a little bit of a sloped roof here, but it doesn't completely compromise. I think taller passengers might be comfortable back here, but the 6-foot tall person needs to go in that seat. The rear seats will fold flat, and in the center, there is an armrest for rear seat passengers to fold down the armrest, access the cup holders, and enjoy the ride in the Mustang Mach-E Rally Edition. This is Jeff. Hey, Jeff. And we are going to drive this rally course in the Mach-E Rally Edition. Mach-E Rally. So I'm assuming that you've driven this, Jeff.
Yep.
What do you think?
It's fun.
Have you ever driven an electric car?
Nope.
Off-road before?
Nope.
So let me ask your opinion. So you've driven this. One pedal one pedal drive? No? Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
We're using the brake.
Well, I wouldn't say not use the brake. I mean, you could still use the brake.
Yeah, the brake is more effective on getting weight on the front of the car, which helps create traction in gravel situations. When you're driving on tarmac, you pretty much have grip all the time. But here, we don't have grip. So we got to make traction by putting weight on the front of the car.
Okay.
And the brake is the effective pedal for that. All right, so we're going to get 3 laps.
Okay.
So first one's going to be just normal mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next 2 laps, we'll have the Rally Sport mode on, so you can kind of see the difference.
Okay. And we're going to try to kick up some gravel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Think we will? All right, you ready?
Go ahead. And then braking. That brakes pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Squeeze on that throttle. There you go. Keep going, keep going. And then brake. Get the turn. Back on the gas. The brake's pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. So now we're going to put it in Rally Sport.
Yep. So
okay.
Tail out a little bit more.
So that basically gives me less traction control. Woo, that's a lot of dust.
Yeah, that's part of rally.
Okay.
It should allow you to hang it out a little bit more, let the car be a little more sideways.
I have to say, after I've spent like my whole life as a driver trying not to do that, it's very counterintuitive.
Now we want you to. Get ready?
Yep.
Go.
Whoa!
Nice. Good. Keep a nice heart on the slide. Add that brake to help it turn. See how that bites? Turn for you.
Whoop.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, rally.
Woo!
Go gas. Speed up. Brake.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That's amazing. I'm going to do it like 8 more times.
Behind them.
3 is not enough.
You see how effective that brake is, not just doing 1 foot, but using that brake to help get it to turn.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you for the excellent camera duty.
Hi.
You must be Jack.
I sure am. How are you?
Hey, Jack. I'm Scotty.
Scotty, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm going to ask you to do double duty.
Okay.
Would you hold my camera?
I sure can.
My mount is broken and it will just fall off.
Oh, no.
So how long have you been rally racing instructing?
Oh, like 3 days. No, I've been working here at Dirtfish for 10 years now.
10 years?
Yep.
But you're clearly not from Seattle.
No, I'm from England originally.
England.
But I came over here about 15 years ago, so I'm more American than I am English. I just
Okay. And so we are in Unbridle, and we are in Rally Sport. Are we not supposed to be in Rally Sport?
We absolutely are in Rally Sport. I'm not here to slow you down.
Okay. All right.
Right, you ready for run 2?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Straight back in. Braking, looking all the way through. Into the throttle. Yep. Get a little squiggly on you. Nose in. Ease into the power hit. There you go. That's it. A little bit of brake. And then squeeze into the throttle. Might get a little squirrely on you. So keep going, keep going. A little bit of braking. All the way through. It's longer than you think. Keep looking right. There it comes. Now if you are left-hander. Yeah, there you go. Straighten that wheel up. Yeah. So, into the throttle.
Whoa!
Yeah, less wheel out. You don't need quite that much. Now a little bit of throttle.
An overreaction.
There you go. A little bit of throttle all the way through. Then through the finish, and we shut down. Done.
One more.
Yeah, you ready for another one?
Okay, yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Way through. And throttle out. Yep, go, go. Looking all the way through. Ease into the power. Looking off to the left. Ease into the throttle. Good braking. Turn it early. Little bit of throttle here, the rear end might get loose. Yeah. And play with that power. There you go, Scotty, you got it.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Very nicely done.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. And you know what? It's my good luck that nobody, that I waited till last.
There you go.
And I get the whole thing to myself.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
No
Thank
worries.
you. This is
I
Michelle
loved it,
Miller. Michelle,
Hello,
say
everyone.
hello.
Michelle.
And Michelle is our pro driver. How long have you been pro driving?
I've been working at Dirtfish for 11 years. I've been pro for about 7. Yeah, I've been racing for about 20.
20. How'd you start racing?
A friend asked me to do an autocross.
Oh.
That's simple. Yeah. And then here I am. Long story short. Whole bunch of
That's
driving, whole bunch
fantastic.
of working.
Okay. What do you
bunch of
think
good
of the electric car on autocross?
I'm kind of impressed, I got to say. I didn't think I would be.
Yeah.
But has great acceleration, great brakes, and it really likes to move side to side. So it's really easy to just be playful with the car. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we going to do here?
We're going to go on a little thrill lap course. So this is going to be through
Thrill
the
lap.
back part of
Okay.
the Dirtfish property. We're going to get
And
real sideways.
We're going to get
have a good
sideways.
time.
We're going to kick up some dust.
We're going to kick up some
And I
dirt.
want you to notice we're wearing these Hans devices. Do you
Yeah.
always wear a Hans device
I wear them when I'm racing.
when
Yep.
you're racing? Yeah.
Yep. They've saved my life, so they're a good thing to have.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad I have them.
Yes.
I'm glad we have them.
We'll be as safe as fast as we can.
All right, Michelle, let's
ready
do
to
it.
rally?
I'm ready to
Let's
rally.
go.
Are we ready to rally? Oh my gosh. Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bouncy and a little fun. All right.
That's
so
okay.
We'll go kind of easy.
No, 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 it's fine. You do your thing.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Whoa!
Get on those guys. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Change the bushes a little bit.
Oh my God. You just see the world fly by in a blur.
Isn't it? Everything
Oh my God.
here.
We're gonna do some donuts. Okay.
Yep. Then we're going to get a little smoke show here as we go through.
Whoa!
It's not going to give me one today.
Ah!
I'm going to try again. You ready?
Yep.
There she goes. All right.
Woo!
Finish.
Woo! Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
That's a good time, isn't it?
That is a good time. That is a good time. Oh my gosh. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
So much fun. Sorry, I got to watch him for just a second.
Yes, yes, yes.
So now back down the hill. There we go.
So what does your mom think about what you do for a living?
I don't know if she quite understands, but she did think I was going to die the first couple of years I was doing this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And have you taken her in a course like this?
No, she's not quite there for that.
Mom, you got to do it.
I know.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Taking my sister's.
You've taken your sister.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. That's a start. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you. It was
Thank
my
you so
pleasure.
much.
So fun.
So fun. All right. So we've just spent the afternoon on the dirt track at Dirtfish Rally School and driving the Mustang Mach-E. It was incredible. What an incredible experience. I've done some rally driving. This was super fun. And the point was to go out and kick up some dirt and kick up some dust and throw a little gravel and let the car really thrill you. And that's the point. You have this car with all this capability, but driving on city streets like where we are right now, not so thrilling. But that's the point. Driving on streets like this, not so thrilling. Driving on a dirt track like that, super thrilling. So I've turned off the propulsion sound of the Mach-E so you can hear what it's like just with all electric. But now I'm going to turn on the propulsion sound and you'll be able to hear, listen. So it gives you a little bit of that sort of supersonic sound, little extra delight, mostly inside the cabin, not so much on the outside of the cabin. As the car drives by, people will hear the sound of the tires against the pavement and that kind of thing. But you're not really going to hear that propulsion sound. That really is a delight just for the passengers and the driver inside the Mustang Mach-E. I'm going to turn off the propulsion sound so we can just listen to the cadence of this car. The driving dynamics of the Mustang Mach-E Rally Edition, or for that matter, the GT, are pretty spectacular. For the extra $5,000 of the Rally Edition, you're probably better off doing that if you're really going to drive this in a rally or on a rally type course. If your off-road experiences take you someplace where there's a lot of dirt, where there's a lot of fun driving, where you can really climb those hills and take those trails that are really filled with gravel and dirt, where it might be muddy and where you might really need that extra handling and suspension. Mustang Mach-E Rally Edition, wow. It's pretty stunning how fun this car is to drive and all of its capability. You don't expect that from an electric car, and you certainly don't expect that from something that's as comfortable and stylish as the Mustang Mach-E. But wow, is it fun. This is an ideal car if there is mud, gravel, and dirt roads in your life and you want something that can really master that and not slow you down. I think of those ranch roads or lake roads or mountain roads where there's a lot of dirt and sometimes there's dirt under the pavement and you just need that capability. This car has you covered. You will appreciate that undercarriage treatment. So the underbody protection, that's something you're going to be very happy to have when you don't have that damage underneath the car that might cause some expensive repairs. That's something that you're really going to appreciate. You'll also appreciate the additional handling. And, if those roads are on your regular routine, it's probably worth the investment. If you're not really sure, maybe just the GT model, but I hope that if you haven't driven an electric car, an electric performance car like the Mustang Mach-E, I hope you'll take one out. This is not my first time behind the wheel of the Mach-E, but I relish every chance to drive the Mach-E because I love it. It is a fun car. It's just so well done. The Mustang Mach-E Rally Edition might be the most fun Mustang that Ford has ever built. It's all electric, 265 miles of range, 480 horsepower, 700 pound-feet of torque. That means you step on the accelerator and it goes on the road or on the rally course. But what makes it capable for the rally? Well, it's the underbody protection, both front and rear, so it's protected, gravel, mud, whatever. That spoiler, the built-in spoiler on the rear end, not only it looks good, but it's going to help with aerodynamics and performance. It has sport-tuned suspension, Magna-Ride suspension, and sport-tuned steering, so it's even more capable in the dirt, in the mud, on the gravel. You'll be able to handle whatever the conditions are on the rally course. And then, of course, there is rally mode. So that is under the unbridled or the super sport or sport plus setting of your drive modes. Rally mode is going to give you every single capability on all four wheels because it is a dual motor all-wheel drive SUV, and you're going to get capability from every single wheel no matter where you are. It might be the most fun Mustang that Ford has ever built. Did I say that before? I think I did, but it's worth saying twice.